To all of you fans around the world, welcome to Portugal. It's the EDP Billabong Pro Cascais, the third QS 10,000 of the year. And this is how your heat's going to look for the next 30 minutes of your life. Kanoa Igarashi and Michael Dunphy out of the United States will go up against Vasco Ribeiro from Portugal and Heitor Alves from Brazil. His power. And then while we were away, Michael Dunphy got to work as well.
Yeah, a little bit of a backside attack there from Dunphy, trying to get the ball rolling and just dropping a small score. This is Vasco Ribeiro, one of the local favourites. Trying to keep that flag flying, trying to work off a little bit of momentum that fellow countryman has, Frederico Moraes. A couple amazing, along with Conor O'Leary. Those two guys pretty much a standout as far as the rookies go, but Johan Leroux following very close behind. Kanoa Igarashi is a man that has been, well, he's on the QS for his second year and finds himself in the queue in this event. Gigs.
Yep, here he goes around the corner. A couple of sweeps from Kanoa. Oh. Already a QS 10,000 win under the belt. 24th he's sitting on the championship tour. So Europe to come on the CT. See, this is Dunphy. Second heat of the day for him. Got some good flow in the first heat this morning in slightly cleaner conditions. Now into the early afternoon here in Portugal. Michael Dunphy.
I think it's just getting past the QS grind, just the hard part.
Well, here we go. Kanoa Igarashi, winner of the US Open of surfing. Now down the line. And he'll just ditch there. Plenty of time for Kanoa Igarashi, already opened with a 7. So it's a matter of a backup score now for your man in red. Meanwhile, Cascais' very own Vasco Ribeiro starts sweeping those powerful limbs out on the face, chucking buckets of spray. Little zap there. And he'll also just get stuck on the inside section. And the waves keep here, and Dunphy will jump on wave 3. Lovely snap to release. Another nice whipping from Dunphy. Through to the inside section now. Wave number 2 comes together quite nicely for Mikey Dunphy. Yeah, Alves appeared on the championship tour for a period, probably back around 2010, 2011. And as we speak of him, there he goes, but he's fussy. You know, having left the championship tour level, he's just not getting back there. And I say that respectfully, because there's talent like this to deal with these days. Here's Kanoa Igarashi. Lovely. And smooth. And as I say that, he'll just blunder the end section. Vasco Ribeiro will be right behind him here, surfing through the, down to the 20-minute mark here in this exchange. And that's constructive surfing from Vasco. Vasco's quite a powerful athlete, 5'11", and progressions. Dunphy, meanwhile, has gone to the top of the heat, and here he goes now. Heat leader. Lovely flow, lots of acceleration. This is looking good from Dunphy. Nice delivery, strong. Inside section, it is a smaller wave, but he's hacked it nicely. And now the numbers are adjusting again with Igarashi's numbers coming in.
Whole family there, so that was good.
And equipment choice for waves like this?
Just the SKX, my one that Tomo and I came up with Firewire. Just regular 5.9 for me, so yeah.
Looking good.
All day long. Kind of was a left go right, as you can see him working his way down on this one. Snaps it off the white water and then gets the speed. Watch the direction speed he gets right here, comes off the bottom and hooks into it. Beautiful maneuver there from Kanoa Igarashi. This end maneuver, just super critical, really powerful, and came out nice and strong. That one would have felt good. You can tell by the body language on Kanoa that he enjoyed that maneuver, as did we.
Few gigs out down here with Josh. Josh just watching the waves. You saw that last one of Kanoa?
Yeah, he got a pretty insane last turn. He kind of like, it was cool the way he got into it too. He went left, came back right, and then got a really nice deep bottom turn into a big blast off the top.
So you come down in the morning, I saw you down here, but now you're down here again trying to reassess the situation.
Kanoa Igarashi leading heat number 4 here. Vasco Ribeiro on the replay.
Yeah, Vasco, well, currently down in 3rd spot, so needs a good score. This is a pretty tight heat. Michael Dunphy surfing incredibly well. Kanoa Igarashi just dropped a big score. And Vasco Ribeiro is not one to give up, let me tell you. He's going to fight.
And keeping that 2nd place ahead of Ribeiro and Alves, who's had a very quiet heat. Heitor Alves, meanwhile, heat leader on a roll, infectiously. Kanoa Igarashi just almost boasting his talents now.
He was in a pretty tight situation going into pipe, and once he'd made it past a certain round, he was safe. And then he made it all the way to the finals at the Pipe Masters, eventually losing to Michel Perez in the final. Took down Kelly Slater along the way in pumping back door. So, I mean, this he's amazing. It just kind of tightens up a little bit. Look at the fins out the back, but when he frees himself up, he surfs incredibly well, and we want to see that more often from him.
Well, here we go. 3rd place surfer on the hunt now to threaten. Vasco's one of those strong, powerful surfers. Doesn't go to the progression element much. Relies on that rail. Oh, that was a little knock right there. But Vasco pushing the issue here.
Yeah, I thought he was on his way to a good score as well. A couple of nice turns on this wave. Nice smooth transition work just to get him through the inside. Now he starts to loosen up, gets those fins free. He was just going to do a up and over floater and then get around and do one big last maneuver, but I think he was focusing too far down the line. And
you call it Fahrenheit. I mean, I think centigrade back in South Africa, so I'd say it's about 13 degrees. Probably
yeah,
like high 50s?
Around about 12 or something.
Let's have a look at Dunphy, a 2nd place surfer. And we spoke about him wanting to improve a number. Oh, there's a nice bit of zap to his surfing right there for the east coast of America. Dunphy trying to nudge out a 5.93. So a little battle going on here between green and blue. Ribeiro on an inside track again.
Oh, and again goes down.
So they wanted to attack Dunphy's thing. Let's have a look at the equipment malfunction here.
Yeah, you can see just that would have dug straight into the sandbank, and with the force of the wave, didn't look like it was snapped in half, more creased than anything. But
This board looks like it got twisted. It's got like a triple buckle. It's got one on one side, but then there's just above it, there's another one, and then there's 2 on the other side. So obviously coming out of these maneuvers, they're just...
And Heitor with a 6.03, but it is Kanoa Igarashi with an 8.43, sorry. And here he goes again.
He has that busy strategy at play pots, and he's just going to lovely weightless, just that rail grabbing as he drives over that section. Now Dunphy will go over and spill with 2:45 on the clock.
So mistiming, could be a combination of things, nerves as well, trying to fit as much as you possibly can on a wave. Sometimes less is more. Sometimes focus. Look what Kanoa's doing. Kanoa doesn't look like he's rushed. You watch the way he approaches his surfing. Just takes his time, waits for that wave to stand up. He doesn't try and force the issue, and then when it does, he just nice and clean, smooth, mistake-free surfing is kind of what's been really scoring out here today.
So another critical section. Weightless for Kanoa Igarashi.
Yeah, that feels good when you do that. It's so nice when it's
seen
nice
a few
and
photos
smooth.
of you like that over the years, Potts? Backhand hit?
Just the backhand one, yeah.
Surfing with no pressure. He's going to continue his qualifying series role here. There he is on the... See the wide picture. Now we lock into your heat leader. Little zap there on the backhand. Couple of steps to negotiate. The waves are really buckling now with the incoming tide, and Kanoa will just flare out for us, show us why he is a big star, not only currently but for many years to come. Well, the Portuguese fans will be a little frustrated. Vasco Ribeiro will not get through the heat here. He won't find an advancing slot in the qualifying series 10,000 at his hometown. That man on screen, Kanoa Igarashi, has found another win here.